Hey, what's going on, guys? I am going to give you my take on Batman the Killing Joke. Me and the Getting Back to Gotham crew, the podcast I'm on, last night got to see the movie. They were doing a one-night only showing of it before the DVD release. And I wanted to talk about it because Batman is my favorite character. The Killing Joke is one of my favorite comic book stories ever written. And I'm gonna say this right now. This is gonna have a few spoilers in it. Also, if you're new to my channel, 99% of the shit I do is motivational stuff, but once in a while I'll do a movie or trailer review if it's something I really am looking forward to or really excited about. And I was really excited about Batman the Killing Joke from the moment I heard they were going to do an animated version of it, because they got Mark Hamill to reprise his role as the Joker, Kevin Conroy back as Batman, and it was a very interesting idea for me to think that them two guys were going to be doing a very adult version of the stuff they had been doing for over 20 years. Batman the Killing Joke is a famous graphic novel, if you didn't know, that's about Batman and the Joker's like big time clash, and it also shows the Joker's one bad day that kind of made him who he is and developed his philosophy. And it also showed the difference between him and Batman, how one man could have an incredibly horrible tragedy happen to him and become a psychopath, and the other one could take a tragedy that befell him in his life and use it to do positive things. So it was kind of like a great story depicting the difference of philosophy, the difference in behavior, all that kind of stuff. And in the story, the Joker cripples Barbara Gordon, kidnaps Commissioner Gordon, and forces Commissioner Gordon to see all these images of him. Basically, it's implied rape of his daughter, Barbara Gordon. And his intention is to drive Commissioner Gordon mad to prove that all it takes is a bad day to make somebody go over the edge. But he ultimately fails because Commissioner Gordon tells Batman, bring Joker in by the book no matter what. We have to show him our way works. So they adapted that perfectly from comic book to screen. The stuff that they added in which they had to add in because they had to make the movie longer, because it would have been really short without it. They added in this kind of like, I think it was about 30 minutes, maybe more. It was like a Barbara Gordon story, and it talked about how Batman and Batgirl had been working together for 3 years. Barbara, I guess, had developed a love for him, and they end up having sex on a roof. So a lot of people are in an uproar about this. And when I saw it happen, I'm gonna be honest, my jaw kind of was like, wow, okay, like, I mean, I didn't expect that. The thing about it is that, you know, there's multiple reasons why people are upset. Batman, would he or would he not do something like that? Barbara Gordon, it kind of reduces her to just a schoolgirl with a crush, even though she's not a schoolgirl. But, you know, it didn't add nor take away anything from the Killing Joke. After that story was told in the movie is literally 100% translation from the graphic novel to screen. It's literally it's pretty much verbatim exactly what you read. So the thing about it is that the stuff that happens in the Killing Joke will still be as severe with or without the sex scene. So I don't really get why they put it in there. And it didn't make me mad because so much shit happens in comic books that ends up getting taken away or changed or this or that and the other. I mean, hell, right now Captain America is a fucking agent of Hydra in the comic books. They change shit all the time. And when it comes to Batman, people have been taking liberties lately in the last few years with the Dark Knight trilogy, with Batman v Superman. You know, writers are kind of exploring different aspects of this character and experimenting with it. So it didn't make me mad. It just made me feel like that was pointless. There was literally no reason for it. It added nothing to the story. It's the Joker paralyzing Barbara Gordon and kidnapping Commissioner Gordon and possibly raping Barbara is just as severe whether or not Batman has a relationship with her. You know, and the ideologies that are being discussed in this story are still just as powerful and just as important with or without that storyline. So for people being so upset about it, it's kind of like it really has no bearing on the actual story. And you know, RJ, my friend RJ said to me, the only thing that he would say is the end ends with them kind of having a talk and laughing, and he thought that made it feel awkward, like this guy just paralyzed somebody you care a lot about and you're sitting there laughing with him. And that's the only thing I would say, is that it does kind of make the ending a little bit strange, more strange. It was already weird, but it's a psychological story. It always was and it always will be. It's a psychological story. It's a psychological analyzation of what makes a person who they are. And it's about analyzing the differences between two extreme philosophies about life and two people that are kind of intertwined and two sides of the same coin. So I loved it. The end of the movie is not as powerful in animated form as it is in graphic novel form, but maybe that's just because I've read it so many times that that's how I'm just used to seeing it. But the dialogue is still fantastic, and it sounds amazing coming out of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. And, you know, if you love the comic book, you'll love this movie. You are just going to be like me, or maybe you might be pissed off like other people, or you just be like me and you'd be like, well, okay, that was pointless. Really no reason for it. And that's really my take on it. If I had to give this movie a grade, I guess it would be a B, because that part of the movie makes it not, it's so pointless that it's almost like I felt like you wasted my time with it, I guess I could say. But like I said, canon gets changed so much and people just keep on giving us new and different interpretations of these characters that, you know, it doesn't make me really mad. Some things do, some things don't. That, I just felt like, yeah, whatever, it's pointless. I mean, it makes Batman kind of seem a little weak, I guess you could say, but it also made Batgirl seem weak, but they are human. And, you know, you could easily argue that away and say, well, they're human beings. They just succumb to human emotions in a moment, and then they had to deal with the consequences of it. But it added literally nothing to the real story we were all there to see. So yeah, that's a B, man. If you guys have seen The Killing Joke, let me know what you think. We could talk, we could discuss. All right, if anything else, yeah, that will be it. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.